This is the outside of the Bessacarr E695. As I move along, I will firstly come to the fresh water tank drain tap. We then have the fresh water tank fill point just here. As you can see, the cap can be locked. Just push in and twist to remove the cap, and then pop your hose pipe to fill it up. This can also be filled using a Whale Superfill submersible. So drop the submersible into a water container, then take the blue pipe and pop it in, and then to give it power, plug it in to the 12-volt socket just here. Beside this, we then have the cassette toilet. To remove the cassette, just lift up on the yellow lever just here and pull towards you. Before use, remove the cap and add your toilet chemical with a small amount of water. This is also where it empties from. Just remember that when you are pouring it away, to hold the button in just here to release the vacuum inside. It's also advisable to keep this seal lubricated. Thetford do their own seal lubricant, but any silicone based lubricant is fine. And by turning this part here, allows access inside for additional cleaning. If for any reason you are finding that the toilet is not flushing, just check to see if the fuse is either blown or corroded, because this does sit in a damp environment. Mains hook up just here, and then we have the flue for the Truma boiler just here. We do not need to do anything with this. There's no covers or anything that need to come off. Just make sure that nothing is obstructing it. And then we have the grey water drain just here. So anything that goes down the plug holes goes into the holding tank and then is drained off here. The spare wheel just sits here, and where my finger is here, inside the jack and wheel brace, there's a bar that goes into this hole. Attach the brace to it to wind the wheel down. As we come round to the rear, we have the tow ball and the reverse camera. Access underneath the bench seat inside just here, and we can see the leisure battery just here. Gas locker just here, so there is room in here for 2 gas bottles. The regulator just sits here, and then the hose comes off the regulator and screws into the propane bottle and is tightened with a gas spanner. Bottle on and off on the top. Do make sure that the bottle is isolated for travel. Vents for the fridge just here. Again, avoid obstructing them and spraying water at them when washing the motorhome. The step will automatically come out when you unlock the motorhome, and it will also automatically put itself away again when you start the engine. Always make sure that it has though. Fiamma roll-out canopy just here. So if I now take the awning winding handle and then just hook it in up here, I can then begin to wind the awning out. As you can now see, I've wound the awning out a short distance, and I will then drop the legs to give it some support. That way you're not putting too much stress on the side of the motorhome or on the awning itself. Just grab hold of the leg, pull it out, drop it down, and then undo, and then drop the leg to the ground, get the awning at the height you require, and then lock it into place, and then do the same again with the other leg. And then once this is done, we can then continue winding the awning out whilst walking the legs out. As you can now see, the awning is fully out. Try to avoid leaving it out in high winds, as you do run the risk of it being flipped over the top of the motorhome. Diesel filled just here, and the cap unlocks on the ignition key. Tyre pressure's just here. Jack and wheel brace sits all underneath the passenger seat, and the vehicle battery sits underneath the floor of the cab. Bonnet release just here.